Okay, so today I'm doing a quick review video of the Surface 2. Now I've actually had this unit about 3 months and I enjoyed it, and today I actually sold it. So before I box it up, stick it in the post, I decided I was going to do a review of it because I hadn't done one of it yet. And every time I take a bath on a piece of technology, as in I take a loss on it, I always feel a bit better if I do a bit of a video to go, look, I got some fun out of it and enjoyed it or whatever. The Surface 2 I actually really did enjoy. I had the original Surface RT, which was okay. It had a couple of faults, and most of those faults were fixed with this model. So if we start with a very quick overview of it, the body of the unit itself is this kind of is the magnesium vapor casting that Microsoft do, and it truly is. It is beautiful. It is very, very well finished, and you know, just build quality wise, it's impeccable. I can't fault it on anything. The only thing I disliked about it, and I don't know whether it was just this unit, was the volume button. It's just a little bit noisy. You could rock it up and down, and you can hear it there. Aside from that, it was very, very it was very good. A couple of points I did like was the accessibility to the micro SD slot, which was located underneath the flap, and you can see the little micro SD card in there. I liked the power adapter. It much improved from the Surface 1. It's much easier to click in and click out. On the first iteration of the Surface, it took twice as long to get it to fix in. Micro HDMI I did use. It functioned perfectly, and screen mirroring worked really, really well. USB 3, read and write speeds, again, very good. Power switch up top, camera mic on back, and then a second mic and camera on our front, which we can see here along with an ambient light sensor. The screen on this model is the same IPS panel as the original. Brightness settings are good. I'd say, I'm not sure exactly what it goes up to, but to my eyes it looks like it does about 450 nits. So it's not on par with the likes of some of Samsung's, you know, brighter offerings. But, you know, really it is very good. The color gamut's good. It's not oversaturated. You know, this is not a retina display. If you get very, very close, yeah, you can pick up the pixels, but you know, on something this size, 1080p is adequate. On I think this is a 10.6 inch screen. It is adequate. You know, when you get up to that ultra resolution, it's really nice, but until we start getting, like, you know, 4K kind of resolution movies and that, it's not really going to make a huge difference. The interface, the Metro interface on the RT is virtually identical to Windows 8.1. Like, there's like full fat Windows and this, you wouldn't know which you're on. Speed wise, it's very, very good. The Tegra 4 processor works impeccably well, looks great, and that, so there's nothing really wrong there on it. I didn't do much gaming on this unit. I probably should have, but I bought an NVIDIA Shield, so I started playing on that a little bit more. So the only game I played on this was Halo Spartan Assault, which I'm trying to load here. Okay. That's a pretty unsuccessful demonstration of Halo for you, but anyway, it actually does look very good. The apps, like the news, weather apps, and all that Microsoft have done are good. Like, you know, they've really come a long way. And RT itself, it does feel like a developed platform. Actually, the only reason I'm selling this is because I purchased a new Lumia 2520, and I just wanted to, and just all I wanted to change. Try something a bit different. This tablet, I think, weighs about 1.56 pounds. You know, it does feel a tiny bit clunky, but it's certainly it's better in the hand than the original RT, and it's certainly much nicer than the Pro and the Pro 2. I still think the Pro and the Pro 2 coming in at £2, it's just they're just tipping that kind of point that a modern consumer, you know, they need to shave a ½ pound and get it down to this size. Like, I know the i5 requires additional cooling, it needs the active venting, but that's pretty much it. A couple of points. One, I do think the keyboard setup is stroke of genius. It works very, very well. It protects the most important part, really, and that's the screen, you know, because I'm a stickler for screens, and if someone scratches up or damages the screen, it really annoys me. So it's nice. It adds exceptionally little bulk. It's about 3-4 millimeters thick. It's this is the Touch 2 cover, so it's illuminated. And it really does work very well. I had the original Touch cover. The original Touch cover was not as good as this. It required a little bit more force on the keys, and it didn't always register. This is, you know, this is very accurate. You know, it's quick. It is actually, you know, it really is very good. For lengthy typing, no, it just doesn't replicate like a full-size keyboard. I'm a pretty awful typer, but the actual, it is pretty good. Generally, consensus is the Type keyboard is better value. It's $10 more. It's probably worth it. Runtime about 10 hours. Wi-Fi connectivity, all that, excellent. Very, very seldom getting any dropouts. One great thing about like RT and the whole new Windows platform is the SkyDrive. The fact that also the RT this particular model comes with 200 gigabytes of included space, which is great. I mean, so because I have about 4 different products that all run on the Windows platform. I have instant SkyDrive access. Even my Android phone has SkyDrive access, so I can pull up a lot of work-related materials, and it's very, very handy. And the fact that you get 2 years, 200 gigabytes for 2 years is great value. So basically, this is a good item. And you know, if you're looking now, let's say at used models and that, I'd say yeah, definitely go for it. There still isn't anything better out there, really. Like a lot of the new Atom stuff is like, I've had the Dell Venue Pro, the Venue 8 Pro. I haven't had the new 10 Pro, and it was pretty. I enjoyed the Dell product. This is a polished product. The Office, the productivity, and all that on it is well worth your time. This is worth the money, and it really has a premium feel to it. So if you're on the fence, go with one. Maybe a Lumia, I don't know. I'll know next week. Anyway, thanks for looking.